Okay, hello YouTube. I'm back with some more Emu games. This time we are going up against Bonnie. So offline testing Bonnie versus Emu, I found out that actually Emu is like super Omega favored into Bonnie. Like there's not much Bonnie player can do here in this matchup. Once you reach 10, he basically lost already. Uh, yeah. Even after the EBO3 buffs with like Uta and the new Bonnie, I don't think it makes much of a difference. Because Emu he'll just search for as many of the 6 cost blocker. Then every turn he'll take out one of your either Tashigis or Koshiro or your 5 cost Cavendish. So every turn you have to play out something. Some protection. If not he'll just take away your Cavendish, and then at the point you are Elling already. So yeah, you see Bonnie aggressively eating life to like find his best possible place in the early game before the 10 drop comes down. Not too sure though. Not a Bonnie player myself. Not sure what's the winning line for Bonnie. Okay, if I don't place the Cavendish, but we already know that that's not the best play. I shouldn't have thrown that for guard. I should have kept it. Another rookie mistake. Because on his 5 dawn turn, when he passed back to me, I'll be on 6 dawn. So 6 dawn equals to -1 body from opponent. Okay, Bonnie will rest one of my units every turn, which is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, here I eat my own body with my leader effect. I am not sure if that's optimal. Again, Emu veterans, please let me know in the comments below. Maybe I should have just discarded one from my hand and left the body on board. It was a bit wasted to just throw away your bodies like that. I know that against Zoro you do that, but against Bonnie, maybe it's better to keep the body around. Okay, here he finally placed Cavendish into Tashigi, which okay he saves his Cavendish this turn. But if I had kept the other 6 cost blocker around, I would have taken the Tashigi. Then next turn the Cavendish is under threat. But I didn't because not that experienced with this deck. But upon reviewing this footage, yes lah. Now I know lah. Okay, we are on 8 on turn. Next turn we drop the 10. So opponent is already at 3 life. He's been aggressively taking life. So maybe you can find lethal opening in a few turns. I can play the Saint Peter, swing for 7k with my body, or I can play the rush and get in 2 hits this turn, which the 2 hits does sound better than 1 7k hit or 1 big hit. So that's what I'm going for here. He was expecting the bomb. Funnily enough, I threw it out on turn 1. Okay, now Bonnie's on 1 life. Which means he cannot anyhow play down the Hody Jones. Okay, he plays down the Zorro. That is good card. Cause that one card, right, you can soak up 2 of the Emu blockers that he spawn every turn, plus get 1 additional hit in. Which is good lah. He set it up at the earliest possible opportunity to get as much value as he can get lah. And then you can also swing 2 times and leave it active. Then the Emu has no way of dealing with it besides 2C. But if he plays 2C, he don't spawn back 2 blockers. So at that point, the Bonnie player can look for an opening. But here we classic, we play out the 10. Then Emu's power level instantly spiked to like over 9,000. Spawn back 5 bodies for free. 2 of them are blockers. And 1 is a search plus 1. And then you get a rush on top of that. And even more on top of that, everything is 7k. Holy. So yeah, as the Emu player, you can just constantly chase bot, pressure his hand or his bot, which is like, you farm so many resources as a Emu player, you most likely will be looking to force the opponent into a attrition war of attrition, which you will win lah. Because this deck got too much value already. This 1 10 cost Elder card. Okay, maybe opponent took life too aggressively. That's why he's feeling the pressure of my 5 bodies. So he has to relieve some of that pressure by chasing my Nozdro. But to me, the Nozdro is expendable. It comes back every turn. So I'm not really pressured to keep it alive. I don't really feel particularly attached to the 1 Nozdro. You can just let it go, honestly. Which I do here. No point spending resources on this expendable soldier that I get back every turn. Okay, Bonnie blocker. Not a bad card. Draw 2, discard 1. But as compared to the Emu resource generation, that doesn't look very good. Yeah, everything compared to Emu resource generation is pretty mediocre. This Emu deck, I don't know how many times I will say this, but this Emu deck is crazy. Every turn plus back 1 from leader skill from all your chump bodies. I feel like as the Bonnie player, the ideal curve should be maybe 9 Zoro into the Law and Beppo 10 cost. Then you somehow restand your Dawn and you swing with the Zoro. But that's pretty like specific. A specific combo. You need to have like Cavendish on board and play 9-0 into 10 Law and Beppo. Or maybe you guard your life early and then you just drop like back to back Holy Drones and hope for the best. But yeah, I don't really see this matchup being favored for Bonnie. And yeah, also the Emu, he plays the 10 drop for 3 costs plus 1 additional cost for the activate min. So you can just float 4 Dawn. Opponent, even if he rests 2 of your Dawn, you still have 2 active. You're pretty much unkillable from this point onwards. And every 10 drop, your opponent has to defend with so much resources. Meanwhile, you farm so many plus free blockers plus rush plus 7k plus search plus bomb. So normal decks won't be able to outlast 4 times 10 cost. Actually, no deck can really outlast 4 times 10 cost. Except maybe the UP. If he chase your side and you don't know what you're doing, like me in my previous video. But even if he does outlast your 4 times 10 cost, right, you can still do the Emu loop. Then you loop your 10 cost plus your this never existed event. Then you can forever loop. Then your opponent also how to answer. But as far as I'm aware, the loop -1 hand it costs you 1 hand card every turn. So I don't know. Do with that information what you will. Not sure if you can break through Emu's defenses after he looped his 10 cost so many times. Here we are just off brain and swing 777. Opponent also shaking already. Every 7 hit is 2 cards. Yeah, 2 cards. Then we still have Emu leader plus 1 times rush from the hand coming down. Okay, somehow I don't have another 10 cost here. Don't know, I don't have the ability to see past 2 turns in the future. I never really prepared the 10 costs ahead of time. So yeah, that's another sign of a rookie Emu player. But here we just play the rush. That's the best we got. If he somehow leaves this, he has the 9-0 to finish us. So actually pretty risky that we didn't prepare another 10 cost here. Okay, but looks like he's dead. Unlucky for Bonnie player.